Here's what I'd say. I think we went toe-to-toe with a really good team in their building. I think it's clear to see they have some really good attacking players, and I'd say they won the first half in terms of the play, and I'd say we won the second half. Tale of two halves. I think we got punished on a few mistakes and some good goals in the first half, and we made the game interesting. I think we had a good push right after halftime, and I think it was partly that we were in a 4-1-4-1. We changed the structure that we thought could help. We sat back a little more, played on the counter, and I think that helped, but more so that the guys started moving the ball differently, minimized some of the unforced errors, and we just got sharper as the game went on. We created a few really good chances in the second half to maybe get that point, which might have been fair in the end, but 2 or 3 really good chances. But we fell short, but we left it all out there, and that's the important thing. We fight. We see, once again, the team has character, the team has grit, and that's going to be important for Saturday, when we quick turnaround, get home, and ramp things up for a big game on the weekend.
Matt Bud.
Chris, thanks for the time given the circumstances. Walk me through the decisions with some of the squad rotation. Moïse coming back in after a lot of miles and a lot of time with Canada, and then Sebi and Jasper also starting as well. Thank you.
Yeah, look, we've rotated in the 3 game weeks before, and it's important, especially the first one against the Red Bull was a big output. It was hot that night, tough, and with a quick turnaround Wednesday to Saturday, we thought it was important to come to this building with some fresh legs, and I think we could see that Johnny Lewis comes in and is dangerous, and even Moïse puts out a lot of fires. His speed in the back was important. And let's be honest, it's a lot of guys logging a lot of minutes in games. And Moïse is young. He can recover. And his energy was important to have out there tonight. So, yeah, like always and like most teams in the world, you if you believe in your team, you rotate a little bit, and while keeping the core of it, most of the starting lineup out there. So we fell a little bit short tonight, Matt, but we were right there. We were a couple of big chances. We were right there in the second half, and we really put them on their heels in their building tonight in the second half, and I'm proud of that from the group.
We'll go to Braden Norse.
Hey Chris, thanks for the time. Kevin has now scored in both matches at Galaxy since he left the club. First of all, how is he doing? What did you like about him tonight, particularly in the way that he came back to finish the half after getting hurt? Thank you.
Yeah, look, we could see that after the injury, it was hard for him. He was in a lot of pain. Really unfortunate that a goal is scored when he's off the pitch. We played a long time down a man, and we were ready to get him in, and it was another issue. I don't know if it was blood on his head or some residual. I'm not sure, but very unusual that he was off the pitch that long. And when you talk about Kevin, though, you see a player with a lot of confidence. He says it's the most confident he's been in his career, and you can see that. It's a really good goal. Johnny puts a nice cross across the face, and Kevin, it's a really good finish. So, yeah, it's tough to lose Kev on the night. We'll have to see it with the injury. It's something in his elbow, a little sprain or a contusion. I'm not sure exactly, but it'll be important to get him back quickly, and I'm just happy that he's playing with a lot of confidence, and goals always help that.
Back to Matt.
Chris, give me your thoughts on how Moïse played, given coming back and having certainly a lot of confidence after success with the national team, and also similar to Braden's question, looked like there was a bit of an ankle knock for him. Is there any injury concern there? Thank you.
Yeah, just a little cramping at the end. That's all. So he's good, and again, Moïse recovers well. He's really durable, so no issues there. I thought Moïse, we wanted to see how he got right back into the team. His for a fairly young player in terms of the games. There's a lot on Moïse these days, but I think he shows once again his character, his quality, his speed, his intelligence. He put out a lot of fires tonight, and it's important anytime he's out there that he does that. Again, in our league, when you look at the attackers, the quality around the league tonight, it's the first time I'm coaching against this LA Galaxy team, and you can see a lot of quality in their attack. And I thought Moïse was solid overall, and again he. Like always, puts out a lot of fires for us.
Back to Brady.
Yeah, Chris, in your opening statement, you alluded to the fact that, a lot of credit should be given to Peck, Paintsel, Puig, but I'm sure there are concerns about the defending in the first half, particularly in those transition moments. We saw kind of the same thing at LAFC. Just what, in your mind, kind of needs to be better in those moments?
Yeah, look, it's always those. It's a game of moments, and when they overload the wide areas, you can see that it's tricky. Our fullbacks get pulled in sometimes, and we're a little bit all or nothing in moments, and they gain field position, and then your box defending has to be good. So they slam one across the face of goal, and their guy beats us to it. I think it was Puig. He curls one into the top corner. So, what can you do in these moments? It's sometimes you congratulate the scorer, but we'll look hard at it. I can't tell you every detail, but in the first half, this is a really wide pitch. It's one of the widest pitches in the league. So it's why we changed at halftime to give us more width and more of a 4-1-4-1, a 4-5-1 with some more width, and it helped. And you can see then the fullbacks got some more help in the flanks, and quite honestly, we gave them a lot of problems in the second half. So it's a good team, the LA Galaxy, especially in their building where they have not lost much all year. So we like the response in the second half. That we thought we pushed the tempo, we structurally better, and there was a nice response.
Brady.
Last one for me, Chris. It seems like the depth out wide with Calvin and now Kevin. The depth out there might be tested even more than it already is. Just what worries you about that position right now, especially going into this weekend?
I don't harp too much about what we don't have. Georgie, wingers, like what? We'll get back. We will recover, reload, and then throw everything at Salt Lake on the weekend. We need our fans to come out and support us. I know if they're watching tonight, they see a team that fights, goes after it, home and away. And that's what we're about. So we'll look at where guys are. We'll recover. We have some guys getting healthy. Omir took a knock a few games ago. The last game, he's back. So we'll be ready to go. It's good to see Johnny have a strong performance. So we'll have enough to I think, cause Salt Lake some problems.
Back to Matt.
This last one for me. I'm pretty sure this is 3 penalties now that Hoffa's missed. There's not an easy place for me to look up that stat, but in any case, Hoffa misses his PK. Bull's able to follow up on that. Any concern now that Hoffa's missed a few of those?
Listen, he's got 11 goals, I think, on the year. There's strikers miss chances, but he's brave. He steps up, and he's our guy. So there's no even. I think what I look for is his reaction and the response, and at halftime. Yeah, he knows he missed it, but and the strikers don't want to miss these chances, right? But he had a good response after halftime. He was running. He had some quality. He helped us have that reaction in the second half. So I thought his reaction was good, and he's a confident guy. Otherwise, he would never even want to step up. So he's our striker. 11 goals, more to come.